Gentlefolk, ferals, and domesticated cryptids, welcome back to another exciting episode of Wonder Bathos. I am here tonight with the man, the man, the myth, the daddy swamp legend, Gilswampguy. Welcome. How are you doing tonight?
I am great. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor.
Oh, the honor is all mine, buddy. Thank you so much. We've been friends on Twitter for a while now. I love seeing your posts. I love seeing what you're doing, and I just think your whole aesthetic and everything you got going for you is absolutely fantastic. I've had a blast tonight playing Pogo Stuck with you, and I am super excited to get deep with you and ask you some of these questions. But before I do that, would you like to introduce yourself to our YouTube viewers at home?
Absolutely. YouTube friends, my name is Gilswampguy. I am a suburban dad swamp creature VTuber. Over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Gilswampguy. It's kind of down there, right there in the little spot. You'll catch tabletop role-playing games such as Call of Cthulhu and Pathfinder campaigns, along with some miscellaneous one-shots in a series that I like to call Tales from the Kitchen Table. You'll also see fighting games. I've been playing a lot of Street Fighter 6, a lot of Guilty Gear Strive, kind of testing the waters in some other games, and just anything that my friends decide to pull me into. All that and more down there, the little linky link at the bottom down there.
I know you mentioned Dark Souls 3 earlier, and I was like, he's played Dark Souls. Makes me so happy.
God. I don't have Dark Souls on Steam, but I do have Sekiro, and I feel like that's close enough.
It is. way harder, because it's the only Souls game that's like backwards. Like every other game focuses on more defense strategies, learning boss attacks, and being able to roll around them and stuff. Sekiro is the only one you get punished for doing that. You have to be you have to be super aggressive.
Oh, so it's perfect for me because I don't have the wrinkly brain cells to be defensive and strategic. I just kind of unga-bunga my way through.
Yes, and you can in that game. Another thing about that game that no other game has is like you only have the one weapon. You're not out there finding different swords and stuff.
Right,
it's the same sword. So it is a fantastic entry to the franchise. And if you can beat Sekiro, you can beat any of the Dark Souls.
Oh, now I think I have a goal then.
You do. But also, man, I don't know, the fighting games and stuff, Tekken is awesome. And, or no, not Tekken, sorry. You said Street Fighter and the King of Fighters, right? Is that what you said?
Street Fighter and Guilty Gear are kind of the ones that I lean into. I do want to eventually get into King of Fighters a little bit more, because it's so far the only 3v3 fighting game that doesn't stress me out because you're constantly like tagging in and stuff, like Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Like I don't understand how people have the brain cells to be able to like, all right, assist now, continue the combo, assist with this guy, super. And it's like, bro, I have a hard enough time just memorizing one, dude.
That game I've only really played on arcade style cabinets, and I think it makes it a lot easier to do that because you can just mash all the buttons at once.
Oh yeah, definitely.
A good combination of fighters. I usually use like Spider-Man, Venom, and then like one other character, and just fucking smash.
Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
Yeah, dude, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, I also really want to try to get into Tekken eventually because I know Tekken 8's like right around the corner.
It is.
And Evo just happened, and it was the very last Tekken 7 showing that they'll have at Evo ever.
Yep.
So that's how close the game is. So I'm like, okay, if I want to try to actually give Tekken a strong shot, I should probably get somebody to teach me the ropes of 7 before I go into 8. I
have a feeling that we're about to see like a big burst in the fighting gaming industry. Like I really
absolutely
think, like there's going to be something that's going to come take over Smash. Like we're going to see like a new Super Smash Brothers, new Tekken, maybe a new Soul Calibur. There's a whole lot that can happen with that. I'm excited to see the future of it.
I genuinely hope Soul Calibur gets the love it deserves because Soul Calibur 6 was just okay. It was just okay enough for it to like not make the fans hate it anymore.
I haven't liked a Soul Calibur since 2. Like,
that's fair. That's super fair. And I still have Soul Calibur 2 for the GameCube.
Yeah. I have a copy of Soul Blade on my shelf too, like the original for the regular PlayStation.
That's awesome.
It sucks. It is so hard to play the game.
Oh, I don't doubt that for a second.
Yeah, it is rough. But Soul Calibur 2, man, was like definitely one of my favorites. So it's time. It's time. I hope you're ready for this because I'm
Oh,
ready to
boy.
hear your answers. The horse
Let's do it.
question. We already got a preview of that. I don't know if I want to spoil it. I might wrap around and see if you remember what you said here in a little bit.
Okay.
But if you were a type of breakfast cereal, which one would you be, and how would you make mornings more exciting?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Do you remember? I mean, they still make it, but I think like dudes our age, I think it was like a big thing when we were kids. Do you remember the oatmeal that had the dinosaur eggs?
Yes, I
Okay,
do.
okay. It's Fruity Pebbles, but they're all green and they have little alligator eggs in the same way.
That's a real thing, or is that
No,
what you would do?
that's what my cereal would be.
Oh, that would be incredible. I think we got the knockoff Fruity Pebbles in the cabinet right now. They're like Fruity Dino Bites because you can get
Fruity Dino Bites. Yeah.
you get a bunch of them for way cheaper than Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, that or green frosted shredded wheat with the with the alligator eggs.
With the alligator eggs in them. Yeah. Now
Yeah.
I want some of that oatmeal. It's so good.
Right. I'm about to drive to Walmart and grab some.
Yeah. All right. Podcast is over. I'm going to get
Yep.
some.
All right. See you later. Bye.
I need oatmeal now. That is a wonderful answer. As a dad, I'm kind of curious to hear your answer on this. How would you explain the concept of gravity to a 3-year-old only using common household items?
So, boy, we've already kind of been experimenting with that because we've been buying balloons and just blowing them up and having them in his room just for no reason. And so we'll just throw it up and he'll just look up and he'll just watch it fall, and then I'll bounce it up and he'll watch it fall. And he's already gotten experience with gravity via knocking stuff off of the end tables in the bedroom and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So he's very well versed in the in gravity.
Yeah. Ours falls off of stuff all the time.
Yeah. Yep.
So
ours has gotten into the habit of doing like really fast, like little tornado spins on the bed, and one of those did result in him on the bedroom floor.
One time he's got a little trampoline in his playroom, and one time I walked in and he was jumping on the trampoline. I swear he did a full backflip, not meaning to, like he just leaned too far back and did like a full backflip and like landed face down on the ground. And I was like, oh my God. And he just kind of got up and shook it off. And I was like, okay, I was for sure we were going to the hospital.
Yeah, dude, my son scares the shit out of me sometimes just because he'll take like this god awful fall. And I know, like, I've kind of trained myself to not be like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, I just kind of like sit there and look and wait. And sometimes he'll get up and he'll just like rub his head a little bit and look at me and then be like, oh, dinosaur. And then walk over and grab one of his dinosaurs like nothing happened.
If you start freaking out, then they freak out. So you got to play it cool.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I have learned that very fast to like just wait to see what his reaction is first and then go from there.
I think the worst was we were playing out on the driveway, and he was in some new sandals that he hadn't grown completely into yet. So he takes off and starts running, trips over his feet, and kind of falls down and scrapes his knee a little bit. Oh. And I'm like, oh no, I know that hurt. So I'm like getting up and trying to run over to him real quick, and then he got up and he was already crying. Got up and tried to run the opposite direction to go inside, and then he tripped and fell and scraped his other knee.
Oh no.
And it was one of those moments where I was like, oh God, I know it hurts. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Because like I know it's bad, but you just did that, and then you got up and you did the exact same thing. Like what did we learn? You know, and then took him inside and let him pick out his Band-Aids and got him all cleaned up and stuff. And he was fine, but I'm just like, oh God, I've been there. It's like that Family Guy scene where Peter falls and hits his knees. Yes. Yeah. It's exactly what it was. That moment verbatim. If you could have a conversation with any fictional character, who would it be and what advice would you give them?
Oh gosh. I don't know if I want to give advice to anybody, but if I could get advice, it'd be Uncle Iroh for sure.
Wow, that is deep and insightful. I do. I love that. Over some tea.
Oh, absolutely over some tea. I don't even like tea. I will drink tea for Uncle Iroh.
That's awesome. That's incredible. I love that. What is your strategy for surviving a zombie apocalypse with only a rubber chicken and a bag of marshmallows?
Let's see. Well, unfortunately, the rubber chicken's only going to be a one-time use because I'm going to squeeze that fucker and fling it to clear the zombies out of a Costco, and then I'm just going to live in there forever.
Now wait a second. Wait a second. Wherever you squeeze the chicken, would be the place where
Shit, that's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point. That's a very good point. Huh. I don't know. I guess I just have to run over and I don't know, man. That's tough.
it is tough.
I thought I had a plan.
I've thought about this question ever since the first time I read it. And I was like, what could you do with that? I guess
not really a lot.
You could somehow set up the chicken to be a timer of some sort, right? So like,
yeah,
if you were to drop it off of a ledge far enough, it would make some sort of noise. It might just be like a wah. You know?
Yeah.
So I mean, you could. It's definitely one-time use, but you could do something with it, or like I don't know, put it underneath something and have it like roll and fall on it after you're far enough away, you know, to draw zombies to you. I feel like there's something you could do with that. But then the bag of marshmallows, like if you're already in Costco,
sustenance.
Yeah.
That's the snack on the way to Costco.
Well, you don't want to eat a bunch of sugar in the zombie apocalypse either. That's a good way to slow yourself down too. Like that's
you're right.
Like I don't know, man. I
mean that just tells you that I'd die within the first half hour.
I know. I know. That's how I feel. Like I couldn't do it, man. It'd be like, so you're telling me that I can eat any sugar, any candy, anything in any of these buildings for free? There'd be no way that I could just
the temptation would be way too strong.
Yeah,
it's just like, oh my god, it's
It could be the last Twinkie you ever eat, man. It could be the absolute last one that you ever eat. You can't just walk away from that.
First and last stop are the big chewy nerds.
Yep. Oh yeah,
those are so good. Those are like my favorite candy now.
Those and the Nerds rope are really good too.
Yes.
All right, if you could swap places with any historical figure for a day, who would it be, and what modern invention would you want to show them?
A historical figure and what modern invention? Oh, that's a thinky.
I would go show George Washington Twitter.
Oh, he would explode.
He would. He'd be like, "What?
What?" It's like that one trend I saw on TikTok. It's like all the things that you would show a Victorian boy that would just make him explode and die on like the minute you said it. And it's like just all these wild things that exist now. Like electromagnetism. Just
I have a thought on this, and I will circle back around, but I want to wait until after we hear your answer.
Okay. Gosh, George Washington and Twitter is really solid. That's a really damn good one. I'm going to say the people.
Because it could change everything. I would want to do it.
It really could.
Pre Declaration of Independence, like
for sure.
Yeah.
I want to show Lewis and Clark a 3DS.
Ooh.
They have like a little gaming thing for their little adventure.
Yeah.
So this is fantastic.
With the Game Boy camera, so they can take little black and white pictures.
Oh my gosh, yes. The Game Boy camera. God, I forgot all about the Game Boy camera.
Oh yeah. It's so sad. The only reason I remember is somebody posted recently that they found theirs, and there was a picture of their dog that had passed away like 20 years ago. Yeah. I was like, oh, it's so sweet, but it's also so sad too.
That is some bittersweet stuff.
It was like the only picture I have of this dog, and I'm like, that is still, you have that though. Like,
yeah,
put it on a wall somewhere.
That's something. That's the universe lining up perfecttly for you to have that.
Oh yeah. Anyway, what I was gonna say, and I was gonna wrap back around to, is I read a study recently, like within the last couple of years, that if you took somebody from like the 1600s and you just transported them into like the 1800s, like 200 years later, they would acclimate fine. It would not blow their mind, like the new technology and everything, like they would be fine. But if you if you took somebody from the 1970s and you brought them to today, they could not handle the amount of technology and stuff that we have now. Like their heads would literally explode. Like their brains would just shut down. They could not handle. Yeah. And there are people that have been alive, you know, that were here now that were in the 70s. So it's crazy to think about.
I was going to say, now my question is, how did they find that out?
Oh yeah, that's a
time travel.
That is a good question. This is
why they're distracting us with aliens right now, because they figured out time travel.
That's true.
And they're going back and exploding people from the 70s.
They're exploding people from the 70s. We're on to you, government. We know what you're doing.
Got your number.
You're exploding all the people from the 70s. Damn, dude. I would love to meet David Bowie. Speaking of the 70s, that would be like, he is
Bowie's so good.
Such an idol. I love David Bowie so much.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to put you on the spot here. Can you sing your favorite company slogan in the style of an opera singer?
Oh God, I don't even know what my favorite company slogan is.
Maybe not even favorite. Just pick a company slogan.
Okay. Oh God, this is gonna make me mad just thinking about it. Here we go. Oh, O'Reilly Auto Parts. Was that good?
Bravo. Yes, that's perfect. That was the highlight. That is the highlight of the evening thus far.
Oh God.
So good. So good. Okay. If you were a vegetable, which one would you be and why? You're green.
I am green.
I have a feeling.
I am green.
Narrows it down.
Yeah, I'd be a potato.
Perfect.
Because I am adaptable and I can be placed anywhere and I would still be okay.
Can you conduct electricity too?
And I conduct electricity.
Yes. All right. Cool.
Sometimes accidentally. Most of the time accidentally.
That's what's up.
It is my field of work, so it happens.
Mashed potatoes are incredible too. So I will put that out there. Love some.
Don't mash me though.
Okay.
That would suck.
Well, I'm just saying that if it were to happen.
No, I don't blame you. If it happens, it happens. You'd
still be awesome though.
Yeah.
Okay. If you were a flavor of ice cream, what toppings would you want people to sprinkle onto you? So sprinkle is in the words. So I am just guessing that you can't say sprinkles.
Oh man, I love sprinkles.
I love sprinkles too, but it's already it's
implied.
Yeah, it's implied.
Gotcha. Okay. Then we're gonna go hot fudge. We're gonna go salted caramel. We're gonna go whipped cream. We're gonna go butterscotch. We're gonna go the heart magic shell stuff.
Stop! I can only become so aroused. That magic shell stuff. You just unlocked a core memory.
Oh my God! Magic shell is the best.
Yes, it hardens up after you pour it onto the ice cream. That is so good.
That shit is still witchcraft to me.
It is. Because you have to shake it too. Like you have to shake it before you use it. So like there's some sort of combustion happening in it, like as you're pouring. Like I don't get it. I don't know.
I don't know. I legitimately think it's magic.
We'll go with that.
It might as well be.
Ice cream magic. That'd be a good
100%.
Oh
yeah. What kind of band though? I'm thinking like maybe jazz fusion with a little funk on the side.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Yeah.
Ice cream magic.
Oh man, I just keep thinking postmodern jukebox now. That's like all I'm thinking.
I love postmodern jukebox.
I do too. We had a chance to go see them and we missed it. I'm upset about it. But I have seen Coheed and Cambria, and that is.
I'm so jealous.
It's so good.
I got their shirt.
I know.
That's not the right shirt. I'm messing up my toggles.
We got to see them with Taking Back Sunday, and it was like the best. It was like the best show, and that's my third time seeing Taking Back Sunday too.
My poor teenage emo heart.
I know, dude. That's why everybody's like, yeah, I'm so emo. Listen to like Bring Me the Horizon and stuff. And I'm like, get out of here. Listen to Take Back Sunday. You don't even know what emo is.
God.
Oh man. I do miss the days of listening to those albums for the first time.
Yes,
like,
100%. The first time I ever heard My Chemical Romance's Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge, it was just like, ah, yes.
wish I could experience that again for the first time.
There's so many albums I wish I could experience again for the first time.
But at least they're still around. You just got to remember. Your adult brain has to remember that they exist, so you can listen to them. Though.
Yes, exactly. And I will have my son listen to them too. That way he can experience the magic as well.
I need you to carry this legacy on to the future generations.
Dad, were you okay as a kid? No.
No, no,
No.
no. It was not. How many times a day do you think a clock yawns?
I'd say probably at noon and midnight, because like when the arms go all the way around and they get right back up to the top and stuff,
It's like
that's a lot. That's
He's
stretching.
Like,
yeah, he's got like he's a little tired from it. Just get that big overhead stretch, and then he just goes right back to work.
So these questions are absolutely ridiculous. I love them. Oh man, if you had to choose between riding a unicorn to work or a giant rubber duck, which would you
unicorn
pick?
Every fucking day.
Thank you.
Unicorn every fucking day. Yes.
Everybody keeps saying the rubber duck, and I'm like,
no.
Why? Unicorns, they can't fly, but they can make rainbows and they can run on the rainbows. So it's kind of like flying. You can go anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, traffic is a thing of the past now.
Yeah, exactly. Sure, it'd be badass to roll up to work in a giant rubber duck, but it'd be even more badass to pull up on a unicorn.
No, not badass. Majestic as fuck.
Majestic.
Badass does not hold a candle to majestic.
That's true. That's true. That's true. This is nature at its finest.
Absolutely. Like it's one of those things. It's like it's too pure for you to witness. Unicorns are the thing that made the Grinch's heart grow 3 sizes.
Yes. Yeah. That
not
stealing a bunch of presents from little kids.
Yeah. There was that bit too, wasn't there?
Oh my god. What song, back to the music, what song title best describes your work ethic on a Friday afternoon?
Work ethic on a Friday afternoon. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yes. Okay. Mine, as much as I want to go the Loverboy route and be like, everybody's working for the weekend, I lean more towards that. And I know there's a scandal going on right now. I don't care. Her music is awesome. Lizzo, where it's like, it's about damn time. I'm gonna need a, like, that's how I feel on Friday afternoon.
I feel that.
It's like, I'm ready to get out of here. Oh, man. If you were trapped in a giant bubble, how would you convince someone to let you out using interpretive dance? This is a hard one. This is a hard one because I think you're supposed to do the interpretive dance, but since you're
while I'm in the bubble,
while you're VTubing, yeah, I don't know if you can wave your arms around, so you might just have to explain to us what the interpretive dance would be.
It would be, I think it would just be like a lot of like how you would see like ballet dancers make the circle above their head. It would just be like waving that around and then like swinging my arms down and like kind of breaking them across my waist, like try to like pop out, and then like doing like just like a bunch of help me hand signs.
Yeah.
While I'm doing it. Like, yeah.
Let me out of this bubble. Oh man. If you could invent a holiday, what would it be called and how would people celebrate it?
I think if I were to invent a holiday, it would be National Mandatory LARP Day. And you would just have to go to work dressed as like wizards and knights and shit.
Ooh. Okay, bonus aside from that question, what if that were the holiday, what would you dress up as?
It's gotta be my favorite D&D class, Paladin.
Really? So you wouldn't go like the dungeon master route? You wouldn't do like a wizard or something?
I could, but like if I have the ability to have access to like the badass plate mail and like you know, a big fuck off mall, I'm gonna do that. Because like I could go upstairs and make a robe out of like my son's bed sheets if I wanted to, but if it's nationally mandated, then I have to set aside some income for some costume. And if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna go all out. I'm just gonna get the big ass plate mail with the big fuck off maul and a giant shield with my face on it.
That's fair.
And then I'm
That's
gonna go
fair.
do electrical work.
With the shield with your face on it. I do people go LARPing with their face like printed on their shields? Is that a thing?
No, but they should.
Okay. I just want to make sure there wasn't something I was totally missing out on because I feel like I'm missing out. Now I've got FOMO over this whole thing.
God.
If you were stranded on a desert island and could only bring 3 things, what would they be and why? Nintendo DS.
Yes. Now the question is ultimately, am I planning on being stranded on the said island? Because that changes the answer entirely.
It doesn't specify. So if you want to plan your escape with these 3 items, I will allow it because it does not specify in the question. But if you just plan on staying, shit, if I could bring any 3 items with me, I might just willingly go to said desert.
That's fair. Yeah. Okay. Well, if Gary Paulson ever taught me anything, it's that a hatchet is very important to have.
Okay.
So we're gonna go with a hatchet for the first one.
Thanks, Care Bear.
Yeah. Hatchet for sure. One of those. It's like one of those like metal reusable matches. I don't know if you see this, like a little keychain.
Yeah.
So
I
one of those.
I think it's just a flint. It's just like a flint stick or something. I know. What
Yeah, it's like a
about.
flint stick. It's supposed to be like waterproof and windproof and shit.
Yeah.
One of those and probably about 50 feet of paracord.
Nice.
That's it.
See, I would, because it doesn't specify, and it doesn't say items. It just says bring 3 things. So I would probably bring like a luxury bungalow, like a Taco Bell.
Yeah,
Like,
that's fair.
yeah.
You know what? That's super valid.
Yeah, I'd bring like a luxury bungalow, like a Taco Bell.
I'd like to bring a luxury yacht so I could leave the fucking island.
Yes, there you go.
And you can like, save the other 2
I
things.
I don't even want to leave. If you got a Taco Bell, what would you ever need to leave? And you got a bungalow? I think the third thing would be like my family. Like I would bring my family, Taco Bell, and then luxury bungalow. And
technically, a family is a thing, so
it's true.
Scot-free. Loopholes, man. Listen, if our government leaders can exploit them, we can too.
Yes. let me get 3 wishes from a genie. I'm gonna figure something out.
There you go.
I'm gonna turn those 3 wishes into like 18 wishes somehow.
50 genies.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish for more genies, please.
What the fuck?
Nobody's ever asked for that before. I know, and they're all gonna be mine.
You know what? You can have that one for free.
Yep. What is the most creative use you can think of for a paperclip?
Creative use I can think of for a paperclip.
I've smoked too much weed to answer this question.
Same. Yeah. Same. Yeah. No, I think we're on the same page here.
What else do you need the paperclip for?
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
You just gotta clear some shit out. It's fine.
Oh man. If you were a color, which color would you be, and how would you make the world a more colorful place? So I'm guessing that you can touch things and then your color spreads. I'm guessing. Unless you're just supposed to go like stand on a bridge or something and like brighten up a couple people.
Yeah, just hold your hands up and go green.
Yes, green.
What happens? Green.
Did you guys see that green guy on the bridge on the way to work? It was so.
Yeah, he was just standing there shouting green with his arms above his head.
It was awesome. The world is such a more colorful place now. My day is forever changed.
Yes. I have impacted one life, positively or negatively, but that remains to be seen.
Okay. Yeah, I think we can skip the rest of that one. If you could swap lives with any animal for a day, which animal would it be and what would you do? Damn, this is easy. I feel like this is an
Penguin.
easy one. Really?
Yeah.
A penguin? Just
Penguins are my favorite animal.
go slide around the ice and stuff?
Absolutely. Yes.
Cats aren't even my favorite animal, but I think it'd be cool to just be a house cat for a day and just like not have to listen to anybody or do anything.
That would be nice. But I know that I get very stir crazy after a little bit, and I would end up becoming the cat that like destroys the couch and some shit.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so I figure if I can be a penguin on like a massive like glacier and just like slide around all day, that'd be a blast.
Okay, that's fair.
As long as I avoided seals.
Yeah, I like that answer. Actually, I'm gonna change mine to penguin too. Changing my answer to penguin too. It makes sense. Makes sense. If you were to build a house out of candy, which type of candy would you choose, and how would you prevent it from melting? Sorry, I get the hiccups.
That's a really good question. I don't know why, but my first thought went to peanut brittle. I don't know why peanut brittle. I haven't had peanut brittle in years.
Does peanut brittle melt though?
I don't know. I don't think I haven't had it melt in my. I don't know. That might be worth googling.
Yeah,
Does
I'm gonna
peanut
Google it.
does peanut brittle melt?
Peanut brittle melt. That's the loophole. You find a candy that doesn't melt.
That's already sturdy. You can build out of it.
Literally just leads to recipes of how to make peanut brittle. Doesn't say anything about melting.
Damn.
Soft peanut brittle will not break your teeth when you bite into it, and it almost melts in your mouth. So I guess that implies that it can melt.
Damn. Well, there goes that idea.
Yeah, it does.
Have to cancel my bulk order of peanut brittle.
But again, this question, it doesn't give detail. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
How am I gonna keep it cool? I'm gonna get a bunch of air conditioners or fans and put it
I'm gonna
all around
move.
the house.
I'm gonna move to Canada.
Yeah. and then it won't melt, but then you got to worry about like bears and shit breaking and eating your house.
Google, what candy do bears hate?
Oof, that is a good question. Let's find out. What candy do bears hate? I already love this.
It can't be a bit of honey.
Show candy. What candy? Joanna had some chocolate love, but a lot of bear hate. I guess go for Snickers when it comes to candy. Really?
Wait. There's actually an answer to this question?
Yeah, that's what it says. It looks like
bears hate Snickers?
Like chocolate bars. Yeah, that's what it's saying.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is I need to move to the Arctic North and build a house out of Hershey bars.
Yes. It specifies Snickers bars, but
Snickers bars.
I think any chocolate would work. I think.
Well, I mean that works out because then we can use the Snickers like Lincoln Logs.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh my! How long would that take to build a log cabin out of
fucking forever?
Regular size Snickers bars? That would take absolutely forever. That would be.
Imagine
insane.
if you fuck up and order the fucking the fun size ones that you get at Halloween.
Oh,
God damn it!
Yeah. At that point, you would want to melt them together just to make the process go a little bit faster.
Yeah, you just breathe on them for a little bit and then you connect them.
No, put them in your pocket, walk around.
Stick. All right, well, there's one. Another 50,000 to go, and I'll have the foundation.
Oh my goodness! All right, time travel time. If you
Let's go.
You could time travel. Would you rather visit the past or the future, and why?
Future.
Okay.
Easily.
Okay,
Definitely
why?
the future. Probably just to see what ultimately happens with us as a society, but also because if I know that if I go back to the past, I'm gonna fuck something up, and then down the line, like there's gonna be some like really massive like butterfly effects changes that happen because I like accidentally walked into the wrong dude.
Do you not think that would happen on the adverse side too, from going to the future? Just by going and seeing the future and then coming back, you don't think that would actually change the future? That's how I think.
I think you could if you like actively did something to do so. Like if you went to the future and was like, oh my god, this company randomly got like huge, and so now I know when I go back in my time I need to buy stocks in that company and I'll be a millionaire when I get to that point in the future. But I think that's the difference between going to the future and going to the past. If you go to the past, you can fuck up on accident and now the entire course of history has been rewritten. If you
Right.
go to the future, you see all this stuff, and then you come back to the present, and now you still have to actively act on your knowledge. And you can
Right.
kind of decide for yourself whether or not that's going to be like a good change ultimately or a bad change.
I think it'd make it
So,
more difficult, yeah, because you don't know what steps led to that future becoming a
yeah,
reality. But still, just by knowing it, I think it could, like you said, you buy a bunch of stock in a company, and instead of somebody else buying that stock or that stock not getting bought, and then I don't
mhm.
know, maybe that company doesn't do well in the future because you bought that stock, you know,
Right,
like
exactly. It
that,
could just go completely different.
yeah, so like paradoxical on all sides.
You know.
Yeah. I would have to say future too. Like I would if it was just visiting, just to go see and check it out and see what's up. But I would want to go like I would want to Doctor Who the shit and go to like the end of the universe. Like let
Oh,
me
that'd
fast
be
travel like
insane.
millions of years. Nothing that's gonna fuck up my own timeline. Like
Right.
when I'm still alive later in the present, but go see like what does the end of everything look like and how far down the line is that, and then come back and just be scarred for the rest of my life.
Yeah, yeah, go far enough into the future and watch like the Big Bang happen all over again, and then just basically the universe resets and everything plays out exactly like it did before for
Right.
like the unknown nth time, and then just go back to present and have like an existential crisis over it.
Yeah. Yeah. Wouldn't that be crazy if they everything just loops over exactly the same as it did before, like over and over again?
How do we know that's not the case already? I'm
We
not remotely high enough to have
we
this conversation.
we I mean we same. We don't, but I mean if I would think what would be the point of that if the multiverse theory is also like cuz it was just an infinite number of universes like lapped on top of each other that are just constantly repeating over and over again because
It's
like
entirely possible.
that just seems pointless.
Yeah.
It just somebody blew my mind the other day talking about ghosts or whatever, and the reason we don't really have ghosts is because the Earth is traveling at like 1,000,000 miles an hour through space. So at the moment that you pass away, your ghost just kind of floats off into space because it can't grab onto anything. And then like the ghosts that we do have are like the really vengeful spirits that just like will not let go.
Oh yeah, they've absolutely latched on and shit.
And so we just have like we're just leaving it behind like a trail of ghosts through the universe, and it's like, oh god, that is existentially terrifying to me.
That is. It also makes me think of that Tumblr post I saw where it was something about these astronauts coming back to Earth and grabbing a bunch of guns, and NASA's like, "What are you guys doing?" And it's like, "Moon's haunted." What? The moon is haunted.
The moon is haunted. We
I
gotta
was like, "Oh
go.
shit! What if the moon is haunted?"
We are going back
Maybe
to
that's.
the moon. We are all the
I,
Artemis stuff. Yeah, I'm excited about
oh
it.
my! I forgot that was happening.
Yep.
I guess we'll find out.
Finally. Yeah, well, because I mean, apparently we're trying to beat China there because China's going to try and set up shop on the moon, and like America's like, "Oh, we're America, we got to get there first." And
Yeah,
it's like,
our flag was there. Our flag is there.
I mean, we haven't been there to do anything with it, and so
Yeah,
there's nobody there to stop us, you know.
it's some kind of like extremely expensive game of capture the flag.
Yeah, yeah. No, you weren't here. You weren't here to do anything with it, so you're out. We're in.
Fucking Call of Duty sounds domination.
Domination. Juggernaut.
Oh no. Wait, which country has the juggernaut?
Oh yeah. What is the best joke you've ever heard?
Oh boy, I'm gonna have to dig deep in the dad vault for this one. Oh,
I love interviewing dads because like this is prime time. It's prime time.
see, the problem is I do have a favorite joke, and oh no, I remembered. Okay, this is my favorite joke of all time. Okay, what did the front man of ZZ Top say when he hit his shin on the coffee table?
What did he say?
Oh, oh, oh.
Okay, okay, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
It's so dumb. I love it.
It's so dumb, but it's so good. Like one of my favorite ones is like, "Do you want to hear a dirty joke? A horse fell in the mud." Like,
Ah, classic.
it is. It is.
Ah,
Full of all the basic dad jokes.
ah.
Okay, what is
It's a requirement, though. We have to.
It is. It just happens that way. As soon as we had our first child, I was like, damn, I really want to buy a lawnmower and some New Balance sneakers. Like, I have a craving that I have to fulfill.
My buddy actually bought me a pair of New Balances, and they're like with the white, with the blue letters, but they were skate shoes. He's like, we got to ease you into the transition. I'm like,
Nice,
cool, thanks.
nice. Those are good friends. Good friends, right?
Yes, and they're covered in grass stains now, so they're perfect.
Perfect. Man, do you still skate?
Not as much as I would like to.
Yeah, it's been too many years since I've
Same.
skated.
Yeah,
Too many years. I still have a board that's falling apart out in the garage. The grip tape is no longer grippy. The bearings barely move anymore.
I did try again, like within the last, I want to say like 4 or 5 years. I actually bought a brand new toy machine deck, and
Toy Machine's still around?
toy machine is still around. Yeah.
I've seen tech decks of Toy Machine recently, but like that's it. I don't ever see Toy Machine stuff.
I actually have it sitting right here next to me, next to my mini fridge. I'll have to take a picture of it and send it to you.
Yeah, dude, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. I miss all those old skate brands, man. You had like Blind.
I used to have a Blind deck when I was younger.
Element. The one that I missed the most because like anime wasn't like there wasn't there
Hookups.
there was like 5 animes back in the day. You know what I mean? You didn't have a lot of anime to choose from. Hookups were really cool. And
Hookups is so hard to find now.
They just don't exist. You can spend like a mint on eBay getting some older stuff, and it's usually like not any of like the good designs. Like it's just maybe their logo or something, but none of their like artwork.
The brand that I miss the most is World Industries.
Yes, Flameboy and
Wet Willy.
Yeah, dude. Oh man,
I think World Industries was my first board. Actually, it was one of the Flameboy versus Wet Willy decks.
Yep. Yeah, I think Blind was my first one, but then my second one was World Industries.
Hell yeah.
I still got notebooks floating around of like all the cartoon characters from all those companies that I used to just draw all over my notebooks and stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, dude. What a trip down memory lane. Another core memory unlocked. That is awesome.
That's just the podcast, just us reminiscing. It's like, oh yes, I remember our skateboard brands and our emo bands.
I remember. Do you remember?
I remember.
I remember.
You remember?
If you were to write a book about your life, what would the title be and why?
That's a really good. That's a stumper because I haven't even thought remotely about that. I'd probably just call it Swamped because that's what I am most of the time. Between doing this and doing apprenticeship classes and actually working in the apprenticeship and being a father and
the whole family thing,
the whole family thing, I just feel like I barely have time for anything. I'm just always swamped, so I think that and fitting.
It's perfect. It's perfect, and it is fitting. I don't know what mine would be. Like I really, now that I'm asking the question, like I couldn't think of what mine would be. There's so much, dude. There'd be too much to encapsulate into one title. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like, definitely.
I used to be in bands and like tour and play shows and stuff all the time.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, and like
that's cool.
Before then, all the skateboarding and stuff, and then now like streaming and stuff, and then family, and man, there's so much cool shit. And we owned a comic book store for a while, and we were doing conventions every weekend and traveling to do comic cons and stuff and hanging out with celebrities every weekend. We got drunk with Timmy from The Whitest Kids You Know.
No shit. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah,
oh my god, The Whitest Kids You Know, I watched that shit religiously.
Dude, he is so cool. He was such a cool guy.
He seemed like a cool dude.
Yeah, we hung out with him. We spent a weekend hanging out with Tiffany Grant, who's the voice of Asuka and Evangelion. Like her booth was right next to ours, so we just like chatted with her like all weekend long. It was a lot of fun, man. I miss doing cons. Fucking COVID, man. And we just
bastard.
Yeah, we just couldn't do it anymore. It was not sustainable at that point, and we just haven't made time for ourselves to go back since then because we got little ones and. Yeah, someday we'll do our full Vegeta, Bulma, and Trunks and
that's awesome.
Goten cosplay.
My wife says if we ever go to a convention with our son, she wants to dress him up as Sanji.
Nice.
He's
Nice.
already got he's got like it's perfect. All we would literally have to do is just draw the swirly eyebrows on and get him
Yep.
a suit, and it's like spitting image.
It's beautiful. Man, speaking of One Piece, are you caught up? Did you watch the most
No,
recent episodes?
I am not remotely caught up. I only I think I said something about it earlier, but the last time I gave it a serious shot, it was still running on 4Kids, and I only got to the part where they were picking up Sanji from the Baratier,
Oh
and
God,
it
that's
wasn't
right.
until this past year
So you're
that I'm
like
like,
20. You're like 20 episodes in. You're like
no,
not.
I am. Luffy Luffy and the buddies just got separated from Sabaody. That's
Okay.
where I'm at right now. I'm like pre-time skip, like right before the time skip.
Wait, they picked up Sanji right before the time skip?
No. That's when I was first watching One Piece when I was younger. That's as far as I gotten. But this
Oh, okay,
past
okay.
year, I restarted it,
Now you're right
and
before
now
time
I'm
skip.
back
Okay.
right before time skip. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, it's about to get really good. There's like a
Everybody keeps telling me that. Everybody
yeah.
keeps telling me it's about to pop off, and I'm like,
Well, like
it's
it's one of
already
those
pretty good.
it's one of those shows, man. Like if you were to tell somebody to start watching it right now, this is how somebody told us. We spent 2 years. It took us 2 years to get up to episode 900, and now we're watching every week or like every couple of weeks. We'll watch the few newest episodes, and
Right.
now it's like episode 1068 is where they're at now. They're so far.
I
It's so
know.
many episodes,
I
and so
know.
but the way people told us, they were like, look, if you start watching it, force yourself to get through Arlong Park. If you get through Arlong Park and you are not on board to finish watching this show, then that's your sign that you need to get out. Like,
There's no way you can't be committed after Arlong Park.
there's no way,
That
dude.
was
It's so
such a good fucking arc.
And then like Skypiea, dude, Skypiea fucking blew me away.
Sky,
It's so good.
Skypiea was the worst arc for me. I
Really?
apologize.
You
Yeah,
didn't like Skypiea?
I did not like Skypiea one bit.
Oh, I loved it, dude. I love Skypiea because it was like it was the first time they went up against like a godly power. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
for sure. Yeah, it's I don't know. I feel like for what it was, it drug. Like I
Oh,
feel like a lot of the
yeah.
stuff could have been solved in half the time.
Oh, that's all of One Piece. So there's a website.
Well, yeah.
I found out recently that there's a website, and they've been going at it since 2012. They've been working on the shit for over 10 years now, where
Damn.
they are going through One Piece and they are taking out all the filler, and I'm assuming they're taking out all the recaps, like the 10 minutes
Yeah.
of recaps you get at the beginning of every episode. You know, all the filler, all the recaps. They're even putting the fight scenes and stuff together to where they're not skipping around back and forth. So like if it's
Yeah.
a really good fight scene, you get to see the entire fight scene and stuff. And they have shortened it down almost 45% of what it is now. So if
Damn.
you were to start watching and nonstop 24 hours a day, it would take about 14 days, like 14 24-hour days to watch the entire series. They've shortened it down to about 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it almost makes me want to start watching it again, but I'll wait until it's over. I'll wait until
Right. That's totally fair.
which will be another 10 years from now. Dude, Oda said he's got like another 10 years worth of episodes in the
What?
barrel. Yeah.
No shot.
Yep.
That's nutty. Well, at least I know I have a chance to catch up now.
Oh, you got plenty. You got plenty of time. You got plenty of time. He's not gonna let it die. If anything, if it dies, it's because the fans fucking killed it and just pissed him off.
I don't see that happening.
To the point where he's just not gonna do it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like I think you said it right. If you make it past, if you finish Arlong Park and you're still not invested, then just bail. But like
Yeah.
again, it's Arlong Park for me is what changed it. Like I was kind of on the borderline of being like, okay, yeah, whatever, but I'm not really vibing with this. And then Arlong Park hit, and then Nami's whole scene where she's trying to get the tattoo out
Yeah.
and her finally breaking down and asking for help. It's like it was, and then like you just see the boys just
Yep.
hanging around, and they stand up and they start walking over. I'm like, okay, nope, I'm in it for the long haul. We got to do this.
Yep. Yep.
I didn't even wait for the fight. I was like, it was that point right there. I'm like, all right, let's do it.
What's great about One Piece is they have that moment so often, though. Like there's so many
They
times.
do.
Like I think that's, as for all intents and purposes, I think the filler that filler that makes you go like, man, get back to the good stuff, get back to the good stuff. When it finally gets back to the good stuff, it just hits different.
It
You're
really
just like,
does.
damn, dude. Watching
Yeah.
Zoro go against Hawkeye Miho for
Oh
the
my
first time
God.
was like,
That tore me apart.
yeah, yeah,
That tore me apart where he made his oath to Luffy to never lose again.
yep.
Oh God. I actually started keeping a list of all the times One Piece has made me cry.
Oh
That
yeah,
part was that part was on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That is
hands
the,
down.
the fifth time I cried in that watching One Piece.
Oh, dude,
I'm
it's
up to
so good.
23.
You're up to 23.
Yeah, I've
I,
cried 23 times watching One Piece.
I think it's about that many times for us. Our one thing that we haven't done, we haven't watched any of the movies. I think we've watched like maybe one or two of the movies that we need to.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of them, but I've also been told that they're not canon, so like I'm not really in a rush to watch them, you know?
So, some of them are canon.
They are? Wait, what?
I mean, yeah, there was one of the most recent ones. We didn't watch it. One of the most recent ones is about one of the members of the Redbeards or Reds.
Oh,
crew.
Shanks.
Shanks, yeah. It's
Is that
about
the one with his daughter?
I don't know if it's his daughter, but it's the girl. It's the singing girl. And like in the show, they show her for like an episode or two, and then it just kind of disappears and goes back into the plot line. And I think that's where the movie ties in. They do kind of make it canon to where like it'll tie into the show a little bit, not integrally, not like you have to watch the movie. You don't have to watch the movie to keep on with the show, but they'll give you a little tease, and they're like, if you want to see what's going on with this, you need to watch the movie and then come back.
Yeah, it's not like Demon Slayer, what they did with Mugen Train, where you know
that pisses me off so bad. I hate that they do that. Like, dude, when you get
I still haven't seen it.
When you get 350 episodes, right? If you're Dragon Ball Z or I'm always gonna say the name wrong, Naruto. If you're one of those where you have a billion freaking episodes and you want to shorten down some of the seasons by releasing movies, that's cool. That's totally fine. When you have 3 seasons that are only like 10 or 12 episodes apiece, you do not get to make movies that shorten down the seasons. Like, give us a real movie.
Yeah, yeah. I still haven't watched past season 1 of Demon Slayer. I haven't seen Mugen Train. I haven't seen the Entertainment District, and I haven't seen the Sword Maker Village.
Oh, it's so good.
I haven't seen anything past season 1, but my wife and I are planning on restarting it and going.
We watched Mugen Train and then just completely skipped that season. We started to watch.
Oh,
the
that's
season.
right. They remade it into a season, didn't they?
Yeah, we were like, what? And we started watching the season after the movie, and we're like, this is exactly the same thing. Like, no, we're not gonna watch this, and we just skipped past that and started the next season.
That's fair. I think I'd do the same thing. If I watch the movie, I'm not gonna watch like the recut season.
Yeah, 12 episodes of the exact same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. No thanks.
With like, I'm not gonna say it has a lower budget, but I'm gonna guess it probably has a lower budget than
it had to have
like the big movie with all the scenes and stuff.
Yeah, it had to have. There's no way it didn't have that.
Demon Slayer is dope. That is hands down one of my favorite animes, and I'm sad because I don't know how it ends, but I know that the manga is over, and I know that the anime does not have much longer to go.
Oh, I don't know what the status of my favorite anime is. Mob Psycho 100 actually.
I want to start that. I've heard that's really good.
It's great.
Didn't that just end too though?
I think they just recently had a 3rd season. I don't know if it's the end though or not. I haven't been keeping up as much as I should because I've been kind of, swamp nuts deep in One Piece at the moment.
Right.
But
I want to finish Attack on Titan, but all this season 4, part 3. It's like,
yeah, no,
out of here with that. Just
no,
give us a full season.
I dipped on Attack on Titan after season 2 or 3. I think I dipped pretty early on it.
I read the manga and finished the manga, and it was really good. It was very interesting the way that they explained everything and where everything went. And I want to watch the anime, but like just the fact that it's so convoluted and it's like season 3 part 4. It's like, no, dude, I'm not gonna try to bounce around and try to find these episodes. Like, give it to us all in one. Like,
yeah,
quit trying to market this to us like you're, I don't know. Anime is getting to the point where it's just so commercialized.
Yeah, it's getting pretty rough. I've read and almost caught up to Chainsaw Man, and I've been told that I need to watch the actual anime, but like I read the manga for it. I think I'm set. Honestly, I don't think I'm missing anything by watching the show.
I really like the art style, and I want to get into it so bad.
It's rough.
I could not get into Chainsaw Man.
It's rough.
I
It
just
is
kept.
rough.
I haven't read the manga. I watched the anime, the first season, and we were watching it episode by episode. And every episode, I was like, I'm so lost. I have no idea what's going on. I feel no investment towards any of these characters. Like it's just not. It's not Demon Slayer.
Yeah, no, honestly, I kind of stopped after. I'm not going to do any spoilers, but like after a certain person who absolutely got what was coming to them, I kind of dipped. Like emotionally, I was just kind of like, all right, I saw the ending that I wanted, and then they're like, oh, but wait, there's this new threat now. I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Right.
That person got theirs. I'm good.
Conspiracy theory time on the anime side of things in Japan. It makes me very upset that there are so many animes and so many mangas that just drop off a cliff. They never finish them. And then for every one of those, there's like 10 new animes or 10 new mangas that come out. And it's like, can we please just get some finishing stuff? Like I understand in cases like High School of the Dead where like the creator died. Like you can't really pick that up and like continue it. But there's so many other really good animes and mangas that could get more love and that other publications could pick up and finish. But no, it's like here's 10 new stories, and they're getting all these like convoluted like titles because they're trying to cram the description of the manga into the title. That time I was reinvented as a slime. It's like, okay,
I was reincarnated as a vending machine, and now I wander the dungeon.
Yeah. Help, I've been turned into a horny toaster and I live in a harem. Like it's so weird.
There's a lot of series that I wish were being continued. And I think Dead Man Wonderland.
Yes.
What happened? Was that the same thing as High School of the Dead?
No. I think it had something to do with the tsunamis that hit Japan, and their studio was like they lost everything. All their files, everything they were working on, it's all gone. If you read the manga does finish. I think the manga is, or it either finished or it got pretty close. It got like shit's going down like way past the anime.
Right. But the anime ending so fast was.
But that's what happened with the anime. Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
It's so good. That's one of the only anime I have. Like maybe 5 or 6 animes on Blu-ray, and Dead Man Wonderland is one of them.
It's good. I have the first copy. The first book of the manga for Dead Man Wonderland.
Nice. It's so good. It was such a good one.
It's wow. That's it. Just wow.
Yeah.
The story is so fucked up, but it's such a good one.
Oh man, fucked up story animes is my bread and butter. That's where I live.
Right?
Mirai Nikki.
Oh my god, that's one of my favorites. That's like Mirai Nikki's in my top 5.
Dude, it's so good. It's so twisted.
It's so good.
The ending is so out of left field, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and like they made the OVA to like actually tie everything back together, and it's like, what? All right, fine, I'll go rewatch it.
One of the like worst ones that I've seen is Higurashi, or When They Cry.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh god,
so
I'm just cringing.
It's so dark. You can't spell slaughter without, or you can't spell laughter without slaughter. Like,
that's a good album. That's a good album by I Set My Friends on Fire.
Yes, dude. Oh man.
I saw them at Warped Tour so many times.
Yeah, I think we're best friends now. We could just sit here and talk about anime for another 5 hours.
Yes, anime and old emo bands and skateboarding.
Oh man.
You said you played in a band. What was your instrument?
I play guitar and sing. I play rhythm and sing.
Nice. Yeah. Hell yeah.
I was in the band Reckless Endeavor. We were the #1 punk band in Central Arkansas for like 4 years in a row. Thanks.
Hell yeah.
purevolume.com. And we got to open up for a bunch of we opened up for Green Jello.
Whoa.
We
Damn.
Yeah.
Fucking hell! I didn't realize I was sitting here with a celebrity. My God.
Core memory unlocked, dude. That was one of my funnest.
Jesus, Green Jello. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
They're still around doing stuff. There's another band that's getting pretty big on Facebook, another punk band, and they're opening up for Green Jello in Nashville. They either did last weekend or this weekend, and I keep seeing their posts how excited they are to open up. I'm like, dude, that's so awesome. I did
that would be great.
I did that almost 10 years ago.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was 2011 or 2012 we opened up for them. I mean, the list goes on, dude. We opened up for Atreyu. It was their drummer Aaron. It was the band that he frontmans for and sings for, Hell or High Water.
Hell or High Water, yeah, okay.
Yeah, but it's pretty cool, man.
That's fucking cool.
We got to smoke a little bit with them out in the parking lot and fucking
hell
hang out with
yeah,
them. That was super cool. These cats out of England called the Virgin Marys, which are like
I have them saved on my Spotify.
Do you really? Dude,
yeah.
I fucking love Virgin Marys.
They're pretty good. I like them.
So good, man. That dude, he is just a brilliant lyricist and a brilliant musician, and like it felt like that was the one time, even after Green Jello, even after Hell or High Water, Virgin Marys was like the one time that I felt very like I wasn't good enough to play with them. Like, it was that one time where I was like, God damn, these dudes are so fucking good. Like, I'm not worthy. Like, I'm not worthy to be here.
Just a Ride. That's the song I have saved on Spotify.
Dude, yes. I love those dudes. They are so good. I got, where is it? The sticker right there. Virgin Marys, that be.
That's cool. The Thundercats sticker. Don't act like I didn't see that. Hell yeah.
I have it tattooed on my chest. I have the Thundercats.
No shit, that's so cool.
I have the Thundercats logo tattooed on my chest. That was my first tattoo.
That's badass. My first tattoo is the Japanese kanji for love. It's on my right shoulder blade.
Nice. That was one of my. I got fire.
Nice. And I've also got I got the protection seal from Supernatural on my chest.
Oh, nice. The star.
I got
That's
that.
awesome.
Yeah, the star. And I have a toaster that's on fire on my left arm.
Okay, since you've got the Supernatural star, you got to get the JoJo star on your neck now. Like
that's the other series I've been meaning to like, because I've only gotten like halfway through 3. But I want to restart the series and then finish it, and then I can comfortably get that tattoo, because I feel like if I get it now,
just watch seasons 1 and 2 twice. The rest of the series is so good, and I love it, and it's wonderful, and it's amazing. But season 2 is the best, hands down. The Pillar Men or whatever, that was like the best. That was the cream of the crop for JoJo's, and that was where it peaked for me. But I did enjoy the rest of it. Because they always call back to previous seasons, and that's always like a fun, like, fan servicey type thing.
Yeah. The best part of part 3 was just old man Joseph just losing his mind in Egypt.
Yes.
Just, oh my god!
Oh my god! Yeah.
These shit!
He is the best JoJo, hands down.
He's a pretty great one.
Oh man, I hate to do this, but we are past our hour mark. So
that's totally I
do have one super important thing that we have to do before we end.
Yes.
So
what's up?
every episode I like to take my guests at the end of the show, and I'm going to put you on a podium in front of 1 million people, and you get to say your message, whatever it is, to those 1 million people. Now, some people in the past have used it as an opportunity to bring about like mental health awareness, or like just to be kind to people. Some people have used it to self-promote their projects and everything they got going on. And one person even just got up and said, "Mommy milkers." Like, that was their message.
Hell yeah.
So there is no wrong answer here. It is your platform, and you get to say your message to those 1 million people. What are you going to say?
Just take care of each other. Shit sucks, and there's like a lot of bad shit going on, but you know, have your friends back, have your brothers back, your sisters back. You know, it's there's too much chaos to make more. You know, be good to each other. I think that's it. And overall, just be good. Just be good in general. And if you can't be good, be careful. And if you can't be careful, tell the paramedics everything and the cops nothing.
That's so good.
That's what my grandma used to tell my dads and my uncles, was that last bit about being good and being careful. And I've just kind of adopted that.
Your grandma's badass. That is awesome.
Damn right.
Anyway, Gil, you are an absolute gem, dude. I am honored to
Ah,
have you on the show. This
I had
was
such a
wonderful.
blast. Thank you so much for having me. This
Dude,
was this was a great time.
this was fantastic. We will be gaming it up again in the future. We will be doing another episode in the future. I cannot wait to have you back on so we can check in with you and see what you've been up to since then. But man,
I am at your beck and call.
I thank you, thank you, and me as well, me as well. If you ever need me for anything, man, I'm there for you. I really feel like we bonded and grew closer tonight, and this was incredible. Kama, big shout out to Kama.
Big shout out to Kama.
Big shout out to Kama when you watch this episode. Thanks for introducing me, and yeah, dude, I feel like I've made a really awesome friend, and we're gonna have many great adventures together.
Absolutely, I can't wait.
So with that being said, this has been Wonder Bathos. I hope you guys all take Gil's message here. You know, take care of each other and have a great night.
Have a good night.